the back as and put up the extra. You cannot stop with the steppers. You can put dirt on a nigga that's clean. You cannot run up in checkers. I'm with the slime, my twin, he bleed. Got 25 shooters on the spring. Brought brand new text with glass and beans. I got make a nigga scene. I put the gun on repeat. Only you marry the jeans. And oh my God, when I lean. Come a little bitch, don't talk. Come a little bitch, don't speak. Look at my drip when I walk. Slime me like Thugger and weed.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the brother Yakanan from the GMS England branch. This will serve as a brief video based upon, that brief clip that you just watched at the beginning. Now, this isn't the first time that this rapper, Kid Cudi, has put on a woman's garment. As you saw in the video, he was wearing a wedding dress. And, pretty much when I saw the clip, I was greatly disgusted. I was greatly disgusted in what I was seeing, on the screen. And, the Spirit has moved me to do a video on this particular incident, all right? Because, you have, the wicked of our people that have totally sold out to Esau Edom, and they've totally compromised themselves on the most deepest levels in order to gain and maintain a position in Esau Edom society, all right? And they'll go to any lengths of demoralization and abomination to obtain the acceptance of Esau Edom, because this is his kingdom, all right? And as the scriptures say in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, all right? So the wicked of our people will do anything to be a part of Esau's world, even if it means taking part in abominable acts. And, like you've seen in the video, wearing a woman's garment. Now, there's also images here of him holding another man's hand while he's wearing this wedding dress. All right, and it says here, Kid Cudi wore a white lace wedding dress on the CFDA Awards red carpet. And there's other sources that are saying that he wore the dress in order to encourage people of the same sex to get married. All right, so he is pushing, the agenda of Esau Edom. And like we've always, been seeing, this common theme of Esau using, the Israelite man in order to push homosexuality, all right, in order to push, this wicked agenda of totally effeminizing the male, all right, and making one be ashamed of masculinity. That's what this kingdom is all about. They don't want you to be a man, all right? That's why they create these terms of, toxic masculinity, so on and so forth, all right? So I just want to get, some scriptures, really condemning, Kid Cudi and anyone like him, all right? Because you have many of our people, all right, Israelite men that follow suit with this wickedness, all right, that get down with promoting, this mole lifestyle and everything that comes with it. But there's a serious judgment that's coming to you from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Akakudash. All right. Now, let's start with John chapter 3 and verse 19. And it says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. All right. So this is a perfect example of a man that is shrouded in loving darkness, rather than the light. All right. He's completely engrossed in wicked deeds. All right. And he's going all out with it. All right. He's actually wearing, a full, wedding dress. He's got the tights on. All right. There's another image where you can actually see the full, here it is. You can see the full outfit that he's wearing. He's literally wearing tights. He's wearing a whole wedding dress. All right. And this is terrible. All right. This is a all-time low for you wicked Israelites, man. All right. This is an all-time low, and this is repulsive. Again, this is an abomination. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, is not pleased with this, man. All right. And that's why great judgment is coming, to the wicked of our people. That's why the scriptures say, that judgment will begin with the house of Israel first. All right. A lot of you wicked Jakes out there, are going to start dropping dead through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Great judgment is going to come upon you, man. All right. And that goes for, Lil Nas X, all of these guys that, take part, in this lifestyle. All right. That be pushing this lifestyle. Okay. Because this is what you have to do, all right, to be in line with Esau Edom. All right. This is what you have to do to receive, the gifts and the position, all right, in Esau Edom's kingdom. You have to completely compromise yourself on the greatest level, all right? And it's usually homosexuality, okay? Now I'll read that again. This is John 3, Salakia, and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil, all right? So that's the vibration that they're pushing, of loving darkness rather than light. Now let's get Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20 real quick. It's Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. And it says, woe unto them, all right, destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, all right? And that's exactly what you're witnessing right here, man. All right, they've replaced good, all right, with evil, evil with good, vice versa. All right, darkness for light, light for darkness, bitter for sweet. And that's what Esau Edom's kingdom is all about. All right, it's about the turning of things upside down, as it tells us in the scriptures, man. All right, anything that's righteous, and sanctified of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Esau does the complete opposite. All right, and he pushes the complete opposite. All right, and he puts the vibration, on our people, the Israelites, to push the same thing that he's pushing. All right, that's why the scriptures say, that the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. All right, Kid Cudi is a perfect example of that scripture, being seduced by the wicked. Okay, so that's why, look, that's why our people, man, we can't be here any longer, man. All right, that's why we hope and we pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, to hasten his coming. All right, because we don't want to be in this wicked kingdom. We don't like seeing, our people defiled, all right, and doing abominable works. But we understand at the same time it's a necessary evil and these things must come to pass. We understand that, all right, but it doesn't mean that it's not angering. All right, it doesn't mean that it doesn't provoke you to anger, when you see these things, because at the end of the day, it's unrighteousness, man. All right, and the scriptures speak about Lot and how he was vexed. Let's get that right quick, okay? Because look, Lot went through this as well. He was around these wicked individuals that were conducting themselves in wickedness, man. All right. So Lot knew exactly how it felt. Let's see if it pops up. Bear with me. Right, I think this is what I'm looking for. Right, here it is. Alright, let's go to, let's start from verse 6. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. Alright? So the judgment that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai delivered onto Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, them 5 cities, all right, that was an ensample, that was an example, all right, to all generations as to, you know, what the consequences are for living that kind of lifestyle, man, okay, and for you know, dabbling in that kind of wickedness, again, because it's an abomination. It tells you that in Leviticus 20 and 13, which we'll get in a second, okay, and it says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Okay, so Lot was vexed around these people, man. All right, he was vexed with the things that he witnessed happening around him. Okay, he was provoked to anger. All right, why? Because he had a righteous spirit that was on him from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it's the same with us. All right, when you come into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you truly understand right from wrong, all right, when you witness these things, it vexes your spirit, all right, because we understand right from wrong, all right, we understand, you know, the way of righteousness. Even though we are not perfect ourselves, you know, we're striving for perfection. So when we see things of this nature, especially when it's being conducted by our own people, what does it do? It provokes you to wrath, man. It makes you angry, okay, because it's unrighteousness, it's wicked. It's of the left-hand side. It's of Esau, Edom. All right, the scriptures tell you in the book of Habakkuk that concerning the wicked, you know, their spirit is not upright in them. Okay, this is not the natural state, you know, of an Israelite man, you know, being like Kid Cudi. This is not the natural state of an Israelite man, okay? This is the natural state, you know, of Esau, Edom. All right, so I'll read that again. For and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them. All right, and look, that's the Lot was a righteous man, but he was dwelling among wicked people, just like the elect ultimately are righteous. All right, because the scriptures say that the transgressions, you know, of the elect are going to be blotted out. So ultimately, you know, we are righteous. Okay, we know the way of righteousness through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we are righteous, and we're dwelling among, you know, the wicked. All right, the wicked, you know, meaning, you know, the heathen nations. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, but we're also dwelling among the wicked of our people, of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are going to be slated to be destroyed in these last days. So we have to tolerate these things. All right, for that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day. Now the scriptures talk about what? The sighing and crying. Okay? Those men that have that farwa, that mark of exemptions upon their forehead, all right, they are the ones sighing and crying for the abominations thereof. And this is an abomination. Okay? Taking part, you know, in this kind of lifestyle is an abomination. Okay? So Lot, he was sighing and crying also, man. All right? He was vexed with the filthy conversation. All right? So vex his righteous soul day to day with their unlawful deeds, all right? Because it goes against the scriptures, man. It goes against the law that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has set before us, okay? And let's get a few more scriptures, then we'll close out. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 6. Verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. All right, so a woman is not supposed to wear garments, clothing, all right, that pertains unto a man, all right, or men. And a man is not supposed to wear garments in relation to a woman, all right. That's in the law. That's actually in the scriptures, man. All right, and you have, many men, all right, and many women, all right, in these days, in these last days, that actually break this law on a day-to-day basis. You see these women walking around in tight jeans. You see men walking around in skin-tight jeans, and leggings and whatnot. And then you have men literally just wearing dresses, man. Okay? You have transgender men, all right, that be wearing bras, okay? That be going through sex changes and abominable things of that nature. So there's all kinds of wicked things happening upon the face of the earth, man. All right, that's why it says in Amos 9:8 that the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and he shall destroy it from off of the face of the earth. All right, the wickedness is far exceeded, it's just far exceeded, man. All right, it's far exceeded. The wickedness is piled up to the heavens, as it tells us in the book of Revelations, man. So this place has got to be destroyed. This place has actually got to be destroyed, man. All right, because this is all comes from Esau Edom. It's all comes from the rulership. Okay, as is the ruler, so is the people. That's why this wicked vibration, penetrates, throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. So I'll read that one more time. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. It's effeminate, it's wicked. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power. All right. So a man wearing a woman's garment, all right, he is actually an abomination unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's a serious thing. Now in this day and age, people don't think it as being a big deal. All right, but do you know by taking part in these things that you're actually now become an abomination unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai? You're a walking abomination just waiting for judgment. That's the truth. All right, that's the truth of the situation, man. All right. Now this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. All right. So if you're effeminate, you have an effeminate spirit on you. All right. You're not going to enter into the kingdom, man. All right. You're going to have to die first. You're going to have to, die a grievous death in these last days before you can enter into the kingdom. You have to be born again into the kingdom as a newborn babe. All right. And even so, all right, it tells you in Daniel 12 that there's going to be a particular portion of Israelites that are going to have, an everlasting shame and contempt. All right, they're going to have their heads down low in the kingdom. All right, because they're going to understand, all right, the things that they done, on this side. All right, and they're going to know, that they didn't come in the right way, so to speak. All right, for lack of a better way to say it, they're going to know that they didn't come in the right way. All right, so they're going to have that shame. All right, for a very long period of time, they're going to have that shame upon them. And that's not going to be a very nice feeling, man. All right, so know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate. Now let's go into this word effeminate and see what it says, man, because you have a lot of effeminate men, Israelite men especially, in these last days, man. You have a lot of effeminate men. All right, because that agenda is heavily pushed to effeminize men. Even sometimes you might go to buy clothing and whatnot, and you notice that, you might buy your size, you might be a particular size, but certain of these shops, they be making the sizes smaller, all right, because they're trying to encourage people, all right, to be effeminate, all right. And I actually watched a documentary on it, and they were going into it, man, how, these certain fashion, labels and whatnot are trying to make men effeminate, so they, tighten the clothes, they push a certain, style of clothing, to get men used to. It's an agenda, all right? The trans agenda, man. All right? So this place has got to go. But this, it's not allowing me to view the word effeminate here. And that's Satan, because it was working before the video. But all of a sudden now, I want to go into the word. It ain't working. You know, that's all right. We all know what effeminate means anyway. All right, we all know. All right, it's a man that has, qualities, traits, pertaining to, the opposite sex, the woman. All right, you're feminine. All right, and the feminine spirit, the Yahweh Shimei Shai ain't dealing with that, man. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and until next time, I'll say shalom.